What's up, guys? My name is Martin, aka the Foreign Guy. I'm a tennis and fitness coach, and today I'm going to be ranking from best to worst a bunch of different foods and snacks for on court, specifically for practices and matches. Some of these you've definitely seen before. Some of them are a bit off, a bit weird, and some of them are definitely things that you can add that are going to help you out. So we're going to be rating these based on their taste, based on how they make you perform, based on their convenience and health. And I'll give you some personal opinions as well. All right, so without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with oranges. So oranges, right off the bat, we're gonna start with S tier. They are filled with vitamin C, a lot of energy. They've got sugars in them. That's what we want during our intense trainings, during a match, to give us energy so we don't gas out. Also, they taste amazing and they're easy to digest, which is also great. Next up, let's get into something not so great. Let's start off right with the F tier. Go the opposite end. F tier, sodas. I have seen people drinking soda, even professionals drinking soda during matches. And that's the worst thing. That's the dumbest thing ever, because yeah, it's got sugar. That's going to give you energy. It's going to crash you. It's going to have tons of artificial sweeteners, processed sugar, mess up your gut, no nutrients. It's just one of the worst things for your health. If you want energy that is not going to make you crash, there's much better options. Tennis or not, on court or off court, cutting out soda if you're drinking it is probably the best thing that you can do. Like, just that's a low-hanging fruit that can definitely just make your life better as well as your performance better. You know, unless you're looking to get diabetes and be obese. Next up, we've got back to a better option. Let's go with apples. Okay, apples, I see them all the time. I eat them sometimes. They're great. I'm gonna put them at A tier. We've got some other S tier fruit. I'm putting it at A tier only because compared to some other fruit, they can be a little bit harder to digest. They've got some fiber in them. But on court, the easier something is to digest, the better it's gonna be. But A, I mean, really, really good. Just not putting it on S tier. I'm saving that for stuff like what we got next, bananas. Bananas are, in my opinion, the best fruit of all time for tennis players on court for a variety of reasons. One, obviously potassium, great for helping us not cramp. We need that. It's an essential electrolyte. And also, they're so convenient. You can throw them in your bag. You don't have to refrigerate them. They're super, super cheap. You can find them anywhere. Just super, super good. A lot of sugar in them. So I wouldn't just be eating them all the time, but on court, when we're burning energy, amazing. The only downside to bananas is if you forget them in your bag and then you find them 4 days later and they're black and all your stuff is covered in mush. But besides that, S tier, absolutely goated. All right. Next up, we're gonna get into some bars. Bars, super common. People always tell me, yeah, bars are great. What bars to get? And there's so many different bars out there. So let's start with granola bars. Granola bars, D tier, okay? Yeah, they're not as bad as soda, but I'm putting them in D tier because look at the ingredients, flip it on the back. These common granola bars you're getting, one of the main ingredients is canola oil. They've got corn syrup, additives, preservatives, bunch of processed sugar, bunch of stuff that you don't need. And I don't do seed oils. They're filled with seed oils. Some of you guys might think that's crazy. Seed oils are fine. But either way, whatever your opinions are, is canola oil something like you're trying to consume during a match? Probably not. And just so many better options. So we're gonna get into, let's do another bad one. Protein bars. Again, 99% of protein bars are just basically candy bars. Gonna put it at D tier too. They're just candy bars with protein. Protein is good, most important macronutrient, but we don't need all the other stuff. Look at the ingredients. It's usually a list of 50 different things, processed stuff, preservatives, dyes. You don't want or need any of that while on court. But let me give you a better option, because the thing with bars is that they're very convenient. I know that's why people like them. So I'm gonna pull out a Lara bar. Lara bars just have real ingredients. So this one, I mean, I don't know what flavor this is. Cherry, like real ingredients, 3 ingredients. So it'll have a fruit, dates, and maybe a nut, and that's it. No artificial crap, no added sugar, none of that. So if you're gonna do a bar, I would do something that's clean, and you don't even necessarily need something that has 30 grams of protein like some of these protein bars. That's great after training, before training, throughout the day, but we really are looking for energy during our matches and in between changeovers and stuff like that. All right, so we'll leave that at B tier. Next up, Gatorade. Gatorade D tier. Guys, Gatorade is probably the thing you see on court most. Everyone's drinking Gatorade. Why? Okay, it's got sugar. It's loaded with sugar, which sugar is not a bad thing. Banana's full of sugar, but I have them in S tier. But this is processed sugar. It's also filled with dyes that I would never want to put in my body. And it's got just unnecessary things that we can find better sources of that are clean and whole foods, which is how I eat personally. So next up, let's go with salt. So salt tier. Guys, most important thing when you're competing, you want energy and you don't want to cramp, and electrolytes are the key to that. Sodium is what's found in salt. Super, super important. Out of the electrolyte, sodium's the most important one. We need to be drinking water and sodium. This is Redmond Real Salt. It's a high quality salt. Sometimes I do pink salt, but if you get a high quality salt, measure it out and space it out. You can mix it in your water, and this is the best thing. This is what you need. And Gatorade has sodium, so that's why, it can help with your cramping, and it's good in that sense. But why don't we just go directly to the source, get it in a cleaner way? That's why this goes in S tier. You need sodium. And another way to get electrolytes is through stuff like coconut water. So coconut water, I'm gonna put a S tier. Super good. It's got electrolytes. It's super hydrating. The only thing I would say is just read the label before you buy it, because some of them have added sugar. They have, other stuff that you don't want. You really just want the plain coconut water. Let's go on to the next thing. All right, let's go with coffee. A lot of people are coffee drinkers. I drink black coffee, organic coffee, and I'm gonna put it at C tier. Okay, specifically because I think coffee is good for you. I think it's great, but I wouldn't be drinking it in a match or in a practice. And I think this probably depends on how sensitive you are to caffeine too. Coffee can be a bit dehydrating as well, but if you're drinking it with water, it's not that bad, and you're staying hydrated with other methods, you'll be fine. I've seen studies where it says it improves performance, but I think everyone's a bit, different when it comes to the sensitivity with caffeine. So try it out if it works for you, but I wouldn't say it's some magic performance enhancer that's gonna, fix anything. I would much rather be having these things that I have in the A tier, S tier. But if your coffee looks something like this, if you're drinking like something that looks like this, it's automatically F tier. If it's got some funny, weird name full of whipped cream, milks, and sweeteners, and caramel, frappuccino, whatever it is, that's automatically F tier. Don't know why people put that in their body. That is just gonna make you crash, have brain fog, and feel terrible on or off the court. Definitely wouldn't drink anything like that during or after a match, or before, or ever. All right, let's go on. Let's go to boiled eggs. Boiled eggs, I'm gonna put at C tier. Eggs are a superfood. I think probably, arguably the best food that we have on this planet. So good, amazing, but it's not something I'd want to be eating in the middle of a match. Sometimes if I'm super hungry, morning practice, I didn't get breakfast, I'm hungry, I'll have an egg or two on the bench, but they're hard to digest. Fats aren't really a thing that we're looking for during intense training because they're hard to digest and you can feel heavy. But after practice, before practice, definitely S tier. Amazing, amazing food. Next up, let's go with dates. Super common one. So where am I gonna put dates? I'm gonna put dates at A tier. They are super, super good for some energy, and I like that they are small. So you can just have like one of them, two of them in like a set, get that boost of energy. They've got nutrients, and since they're small, you can get a lot of that sugar without a lot of volume of food, right? So like a banana, if you eat one, you're fine, but you don't want to be eating 4 bananas in a match probably, because you're just going to get full. You want to feel light as well. So that's one of the factors we're basing them on, but they taste good. Since they are so heavy in sugar too, I wouldn't just be popping eating a ton of them. 1, 2 every hour or so, like mixed with some other stuff, is more than enough. So yeah, I'd put them there. Something else packed with sugar is dried mangoes. I'm gonna put them at A or B tier. I'm gonna put them at A tier. Taste, 10 out of 10. So good, full of vitamins, vitamin C. It's good for your skin. It's healthy. Also packed with sugar. I'd just be careful. Don't just because something's natural. I eat all whole foods. I eat fully natural, but that doesn't mean you can just eat as much as you want. It is packed with sugar, so I wouldn't be scarfing down a full bag. That's definitely not healthy, but it will give you energy for sure. Same thing with honey, A tier. I'm gonna put honey at B tier. I'm gonna put it at B tier because, again, packed with sugar, which is not a bad thing as long as we're careful with how much we're consuming. It's packed with nutrients. I'd put it at A or S tier, just as a food, but on court, just because of the convenience factor, it's a little bit messy, sticky, hard to take on court, get on your hands, on your grip and stuff, so it can be tricky. So just for the convenience factor, I'm gonna put it at B tier. All right, next up is one super common that I get. Oh, this is the best snack. Definitely not the case. I'm gonna put pretzels at D tier. Because why do people eat them? One, people like the taste. I don't think they taste anywhere near as good as some fresh fruit. They've got sodium, which is good for your cramping. It's good to replenish your electrolytes that you're sweating out. However, you can just take salt. There's other ways of getting these electrolytes without the negative stuff that pretzels have. Look at the ingredients. I like eating whole foods, natural stuff. Different pretzels have different things, but it's definitely not optimal. So I'll put them at D tier, and I'm gonna also put in D tier trail mix, which is another super common one. First of all, look at the trail mix. That's like the common trail mix everyone gets. It's got candy in it. Why do you need candy? All these random different colors. You think that's good for you? It's got nuts, which if you're gonna eat nuts, which have tons of nutrients, get the ones that are full of nutrients and better. There's way better options of nuts than peanuts and cashews. So go with those. And sometimes these trail mixes have added processed sugar to them. We don't need that. We can get our sugars through sources that are gonna make us feel good on and off the court after, and also just way more nutrients in them. Fruit are always gonna be at the top. Watermelon, another S tier. It's literally just filled with water, which is obviously hydrating, but also tons of vitamins. Taste is off the charts, so I don't even have to explain that. Next, gummies. Gummies, I'm gonna put gummies at F tier because, yeah, quick energy, okay. They say they have fruit in them. Guys, there's no fruit in this. If you've ever had one, they don't even taste like fruit. They might taste good to you, but that's not what's in there. Full of artificial stuff, full of dyes. None of that is something that we need to perform better. But those stuff are definitely gonna ruin our gut and how we feel. And all these options above, much, much better, okay? Let's go with even just as bad, probably worse, other candies as well. There's a reason these formulas in the US are banned in other countries. It is not good. It is that serious. I wouldn't play with my health when that is the most important thing we have. So F tier right away. Yet you see it all the time on the court. You see people eating candy for energy when fruit is so freaking good, man. Fruit is so good. There's so many different options to choose from, like the kiwi. Kiwi goes to S tier, full of potassium, vitamin C, taste off the charts again. Not all fruits the same. We've got, let me do another fruit here. Avocado, absolutely amazing fruit. Top of the top for me, but we're gonna put it at C tier. maybe even D tier, because as good as the avocado is, packed with potassium, even more than bananas, it's got magnesium, super, super good for you. It is a lot of fat, and it's not the best option for on court during a match or during practice. Before, after, all right. But you don't want to be eating these heavy fats. It's going to be hard to digest, and it's going to make you feel slow and heavy on the court, where we want to be light, energized, not cramping, and able to train without, having something heavy inside of us. So energy drinks, effed. Energy drinks are terrible, full of, artificial sweeteners, which are way sweeter than actual sugar, messes up your taste buds, messes up your gut. It's got tons of ingredients. Even the ones that are healthy got tons of stuff that are questionable and definitely not making you feel better. If you need caffeine, I would take some black coffee, organic beans over that all day. Another thing we've got is grass-fed ground beef. Okay, we're gonna put this at, this is superfood. I eat this pretty much every single day, but we're gonna put it at D tier. Why? Why would you be eating grass-fed beef on the tennis court? I don't know. Definitely, it's got fats. It's super heavy. Protein fats are gonna be much harder to digest, and you're not gonna be playing optimally, feeling optimally. For recovery, for muscle, for health, amazing, just not mid-practice, mid-changeover. A better option would be this right here, which is an electrolyte mix. I'm gonna put electrolyte mix at B tier because it really depends what electrolyte mix you get. I don't take electrolyte mixes. I just take salt, and then I get my potassium through fruits, and I get magnesiums throughout the rest of the day. Magnesium is super important for a lot of things, not just getting the electrolytes you need to not cramp, but it's not as important to get your magnesium in the moment of your practice or matches compared to like your sodium or even potassium. But going back to electrolyte drinks, a lot of them have ingredients you don't need. The ingredients they don't have the right amount, so it's going to depend how much you're sweating, what environment you're in, obviously, but some of them don't have enough sodium. If you're sweating bullets out in Florida like I am, some of them are gonna have way too much if you're playing indoors in the cold. So it really depends. And the ingredients that they do have, for example, magnesium, sometimes are not the most optimal form. Most of them, because it's cheaper, you're gonna see magnesium citrate. That's gonna make you wanna poop. It's gonna give you stomach issues, and it's not gonna absorb as good as the better forms of magnesium that are out there, which you will rarely see in these pre-made electrolyte mixes. All right, so B tier, it's still good. If you get an electrolyte mix, still great for not cramping. That's why it's at B tier, much better than Gatorade and these other options, for sure. Next up, potato chips, D tier, terrible. Definitely inflammatory, not gonna help your recovery, gonna make it worse, actually. The only thing going for them, they got some sodium, some carbs, but not a good source whatsoever. Depending which brand you get, you're also gonna get a lot of other junk that goes with it. So wouldn't recommend that. Wouldn't recommend this right here. Brownies, chocolate, donuts, candy bars, all that is just awful. Don't think I need to get into it because it seems like common sense, but I see it on the court all the time. Pick a better option. And another option that gets a lot of love is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which I'm gonna put at I'm gonna put it at D tier because I don't know. Yeah, let's leave it at D tier because so many people think it's good when it's not great. There's so many better options. First of all, this common white bread that you're gonna get is, has no nutrients, sprayed with pesticides. The jelly is filled with corn syrup, no real nutrients. Just eat some grapes. Grapes are great too. You don't need that jelly. And peanut butter, people love peanut butter. Peanut butter is gonna make you feel slowish, not, way more nutrient dense options out there. The fats are not something that we need. You know, fats are incredible for you. You need fats, but we don't need them mid-match after a set or something. Loading up on fats, which that's pretty much what peanut butter is not optimal whatsoever. Pickle juice. Pickle juice we're gonna put at, if there was a C+, I'd put at C+. I'm gonna put it at B tier. Pickle juice is great for cramps. It's shown that one, it's packed with sodium, which is what we need, the electrolyte to not cramp. I've seen it personally just like save people out in the court when they're about to get full body cramps and they just chug it. It really does help. Something about the vinegar, the acidity, they say shows that it creates a reflex with your stomach or throat that also helps prevent the cramp or help with it if it's already happening. But I'd put it at B tier. I wouldn't be chugging this, and also I'd be looking at the juice you're drinking. If it's just, you know, vinegar, sodium, or something like that, better, because some pickle juices definitely are full of dyes and other stuff that you don't want. They have ingredients that you might not even know are there. So I would check the label, check the brand. But in terms of performance-wise, like I would do it off that or just chill trainings, and during the day I wouldn't be drinking pickle juice, even though it does taste really good. So that's a lot. I definitely missed a lot of foods. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys would rearrange some of these, what you guys would add to this list, what would you take out, or what you disagree with me. Let me know in the comments. And also, please give a like, give a subscribe to me. That helps me out a ton. And let me know what else you guys want to see.